Right. Well, then this is cause number 2012L5523 in the interest of N.A., a child. Mr. Wire, I'll get you to announce.
Yes, Your Honor. It's Stephen Wire, and I'm the attorney for Aniel Arriaga, and Mr. Arriaga is also present.
And Ms. Kareem, if I can get you to announce.
This is Sabina Kareem. I'm the attorney from Maria Magdalena Torres, and she is present here on Zoom.
All right, so I can get Mr. Arriaga and Ms. Torres to raise your right hands. Do you and each of you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this cause will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Torres? Okay. All right, so Mr. Wire, what are you asking for today?
The respondent, Maria Torres, she's finally filed a motion for change of venue. She was basically served notice of the lawsuit on March 1st, and then her attorney filed a change of venue on March 31st. And basically, my client's position, my position is that the motion was untimely, and because it's untimely, it's not a mandatory change of venue. And due to the fact that my client's just a rural guy, he doesn't go into downtown Houston very much. It'll cause him tremendous grief to have to be able to travel into Houston to defend his case and so on. So he's asking that this motion for change of venue to be denied.
And Ms. Kareem, what's the grounds for the change of venue?
Yes, Your Honor. My client and the child, the matter of this case, she both have been living in Harris County for more than 3 years, Your Honor. This county was the original jurisdiction after the divorce was finalized. My client, along with the child, moved to Harris County, and we have submitted the exhibits showing that for the past 3 years, the child has been attending the Harris County schools, along with the lease agreement that shows that my client has been living in Harris County for the past 3 years. Because the child is in Houston in Harris County, we're requesting that the venue to be changed to Harris County. We do not want both parties to cause any more cost or attorney's fees on this case, Your Honor, and we did request that if mediation is necessary in Harris County, we will move forward and do that in order to avoid any and all future cost on it. The father has been coming up before to pick up the child from Harris County. They have a meeting place, Your Honor, and they can continue to do so when they were doing that, Your Honor. So that is a known fact that the petitioner in this case knew about that the child has been living in Harris County, Your Honor. So we are requesting that the venue to be changed to Harris County because that is the correct venue in this case.
And what about Mr. Wire's argument about the timeliness of the motion?
Yes, Your Honor. My client, she was served with this on March 2nd. That's what it shows on the return of service, Your Honor. And again, due to COVID, of course, looking for attorneys, looking to see what exactly her rights and duties are, and of course, not knowing the knowledge that she can change the venue beforehand, Your Honor. That is the reason why she wasn't able to change this venue beforehand, before actually settling in Harris County. She should have changed it beforehand, Your Honor, but that wasn't done correctly on that one. That's why we're requesting this time, Your Honor, to change the venue.
Okay, and then Mr. Wire, give me your response again to the change of venue.
Your Honor, I mean, basically, she didn't file a change of venue until after 30 days after she was served. And so it's a situation where it should have been timely. All of us attorneys are working hard and trying to be diligent, but essentially there are rules and so on. And, Governor Abbott is, moving forward and allowing us to move forward with the COVID restrictions. But at this point, I believe, at least in this county, we're moving forward, and I personally, it'll cause my client great hardship to move it into Harris County. And my client resides here. He can testify that he resides in Austin County. In addition to that, he has never received notice that that his daughter and ex-wife live in Harris County. He knows he did know they lived in Harris County, but he has not seen his daughter in a very long time due to the fact that mother has not been willing to work with him to allow him to see the daughter. And so that might be an issue that might come up in this case, but we're hoping we'll be able to resolve everything in mediation. My concern about Harris County, it'll be a very slow process. I believe we can get this thing settled a whole lot quicker in Austin County than we would be able to in Harris County, just due to the magnitude of the cases in Harris County.
Have the two attorneys talked about mediation?
We briefly discussed it today, and I would like to move forward with Tom Bartley to get this case into mediation as quickly as possible if we can keep it here in Austin County.
And this, Karen, do you know Mr. Bartley, or if you had any dealings with him?
Yes, Your Honor. I know, Mr. Bartley, he's pretty good, Your Honor. We have no objection with the mediator on this case, Your Honor. We do, of course, have an, request that this case to be still transferred to Harris County, Your Honor, because the child and the mother has lived there for more than 6 months, Your Honor. I mean, it has been more than 3 years. In fact, the father did see, and we can put that on the testimony that the father did see the child 2 months ago, along with the mother, due to passport changes. So he knew where the child is living at, Your Honor. And there are a lot of issues in this case, but we believe that this can be resolved in mediation, Your Honor. If I may, Your Honor, if the jurisdiction can still change to Harris County, we can still, keep the same mediator to resolve this case as quickly as possible and submit the final orders in Harris County.
Okay. Well, what's the thought about just that? If you both agree on Tom Bartley, just let me, either you two of you agree or have an order to go to Tom Bartley and just hold the venue, in abeyance a little bit. And if it's agreed and worked out, then we can enter an order, and part of that order transfer it to Harris County.
We're okay with that.
That'll be fine, Your Honor.
So have you talked Mr. Bartley's office about a date or anything for?
No, Your Honor. We just today was the first day that opposing counsel called me to discuss this case.
Okay. Well, while we're on, we can go off the record while we're talking about this. One of the two of you want to call his office and see how quickly he could schedule a mediation? And
see if I can do that right now, Your Honor.
Since we have both attorneys and both parties, we may be able to just agree on a date right now, and it's order you'll go to see Tom Bartley at such and such a date for mediation.
Just one moment here, Judge. I'm all thumbs. Hello. Hey, Tom. This is Stephen Wire. We're in the middle of a hearing, and we're curious if we can get some deposition dates. Do you mind if I put you on speaker so that everyone can hear?
Mediation date.
Mediation dates. I'm sorry, I got deposition. I'll put you on speaker. Can everyone hear Tom?
Oop, I have to say something.
Hey, Tom. Did you hear Tom just then?
I did not.
I didn't know you.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Now I can hear him.
Yes.
All right.
Put
Tom,
a trademark on that saying.
How quickly can we get into mediation?
This afternoon, tomorrow, any day this week except Thursday.
Okay, I'm booked on Thursday, so that's good. Could we get in there Friday? Could you do it? We could do it on Friday if the opposing side could.
Ms. Maria, are you okay? I'm saying yes, though. We're okay with Friday, yes.
Yes,
Friday's fine. What time do you want to start, Tom?
Are we doing it in person or Zoom?
In person, please.
At our office?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
We usually start at 9:30, set it for a half day, ask everybody to hold their afternoon open just in case we need more time. So at 9:30 for a half day would be our normal process.
Is that agreeable to everyone?
Your Honor, the only thing is if it's possible, we can still do it through Zoom because again, my client and I were in Houston, so Your Honor, if you're going to request for Zoom
Yes.
mediation.
We
Okay,
can do
thank
it in any combination. I just need to know if there are going to be some people in our building. But if some are coming in person, then we'll be there. And anybody who's going to be participating by Zoom, we just need to know that. We can link them in.
Okay. My client and I will be there in person. I usually like the personal mediation, in-person mediation better than Zoom.
We're okay with Zoom at 9:30.
Okay. All right, so if it's Friday, June 25th, then, and now, Mr. Wire, have you given any of the information to Mr. Bartley? Does he know anything about what this
He
is?
knows nothing about this, Your Honor, because we just talked about it this morning. So I'll forward everything over to Tom this afternoon.
That's fine. If Stephen, if you'll just send us the case information, cause number, style, and court, and the contact information for the lawyers.
Okay.
Then we can send out a confirmation, and we'll do it as in-person confirmation. But lawyers, if any of you or your clients need to participate by a Zoom, if you'll respond to our confirmation and just let us know that, we can then we'll get whatever information we need from you to patch them in by a Zoom on Friday.
Very good.
That work?
And since, now, Ms. Karam, have you ever met with Mr. Bartley before?
No, Your Honor, I have not met with him. I've heard of him because there was a couple of other cases that we were looking for mediators, so we've heard good stuff about him.
Okay, so the general idea is that both sides are going to pay 50%, and so Mr. Bartley, what's the fee for the half day, and when do you want that paid?
Your Honor, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. We charge $500 per party for a half day, and parties are defined if they're technically more than one party represented by the same lawyer, then that's one party for purposes of mediation. And then for any overtime, we charge $100 per hour per party and build on 15-minute increments. So it's $25 for each additional 15 minutes after the original 4 hours.
Okay, and so when are you going to want to get, I mean, Mr. Wire will show up. How are you going to want to get the $500 from Ms. Karam?
We accept Venmo. If the lawyer tells me they're going to forward a check, we just ask them to go in and forward it in advance. So however it works for the lawyer, we can make it work.
Okay, so
credit cards and all the standard stuff.
okay, so Ms. Karam, how are you going to work getting $500 to Mr. Bartley?
Mr. Bartley, I didn't hear, do you accept Zelle by any chance?
No, we don't, because that's Chase related, but we do take Venmo, and you can create a Venmo account. It's free for everybody. It's real easy to do. On the other hand, if you want to just contact us and individually and just tell us you're going to forward a check or however, that's fine with us as well.
We can send out a check today then. We'll talk to our client, yes.
I'm sorry?
I said that we can go ahead and contact your office to go ahead and send out the check then to you today.
That's fine. And if we go over, we'll be glad to just invoice you by email for any overtime. if
That
any.
sounds good, yeah. Mhm.
All right, so then, and Mr. Bartley, are you going to, I guess, consider this a mediation by agreement of the parties, or is this going to be court ordered where you're going to want an order?
It makes no difference to me, Your Honor. I'm happy to do it by agreement. And if you want, and the lawyers want us to report to the court, just the standard, everybody showed up and we mediated and did or didn't settle, even if it's by agreement, if the lawyers tell me they want that, or you, Your Honor, tell me you want that, then we're happy to do that.
Okay, well, I'll just make a, docket entry that, 2 attorneys and 2 parties were here today, and they agreed to meet with Tom Bartley for mediation on Friday, June 25th at 9:30, and that each side will be responsible for half of the fee.
Okay.
That'll work.
That's
Stephen,
fine.
if you'll just send me the case information and the information, contact information for the lawyers, then that'll work for us.
That sounds great. Just one side note, it didn't come out in testimony and so on. My client will plan to pick up the daughter on July 2nd. Is there an exchange place? I just want to clarify that really quick, if we could. And I know we're getting ready to go in mediation, but I just want to make sure so there's not any disruption of the July 4th holiday.
I believe, we can definitely discuss this on June 25th for the pickup point, but I can definitely send you an email today once I talk to my client about what exactly in the address for the pickup point.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay. All right, well then I think that'll be it for today. And both attorneys and parties will be ordered to participate in the mediation this Friday.
That sounds great, Your Honor. Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bartlett.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank
Bye.
y'all.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused, Your Honor?
You may. Thank you.
Thank you.
And
Thank
so,
you.
Mr. Wire, Mr. Wire, you're going to get the information and the contact information to Mr. Bartley.
Right. I want to send an email right now. I'll send it to everyone. Do you want me to CC you don't want me to CC the court reporter, do it?
No.
Okay, great. Okay, great. Good. Yeah, I'm getting ready to send it right now to everyone.
Okay.
All the information. Thank you.
Thank
Take
you.
care. Uh-huh.
All right. Okay.
Get the default prove up. Did you want me to take those exhibits from the shelf?
I gave him the file. So.
Oh, okay. No, just.